All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to our Wednesday Vintage Break show with Leighton. This will be Leighton's Loft. We are going to be going live with Lou. What's up, Lou?
Not much. How's it going today? How's it going, Dad?
Good. Thank you.
You have any sleep?
Sleep? I don't know what that is anymore. So you go ahead and go live, Lou, as soon as Leighton switches with me. And then we can good to go.
Yes, sir.
Just make sure you have me go over the stuff that we're throughout today.
It's already it's ready for you to go.
Okay. We'll just remind you.
Yep.
I have to cross tonight, taking dinner, so. Agenda. Hey, Lou, how are you today?
Hey, late now with things.
Things are good.
Good. Busy? Still busy with the move, I would imagine.
I'm going to show you a picture. Well, I'll show it on Leighton's Loft.
Yeah, okay. All right, let's get it started. Hang
Sounds
on.
good. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Leighton's Loft, where you can find us every Wednesday on our Facebook page at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And for those of you who are from the Vintage Breaks community, welcome. Appreciate you joining us. Of course, you can watch it on the YouTube Vintage Breaks channel, as well as our Facebook page for Leighton's Loft.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you today, Lou?
I'm doing very well. You guys must be busy. I got into it a little before we went on. The move must be just maddening, but fun and exciting at the same time.
Hey, Lou?
I'm doing very well. You guys just maddening.
It's probably all of the above.
Yeah.
But everyone's in it knee deep together. You know, we all have the same common goal of getting out of here and moving to greener pastures.
Yep.
But make no mistake, it's a lot of work. You have to. It's not even just a lot of work. It's a lot of work that has to be done consistently every day. Because if you miss a day, there's no corners to be cut anymore.
Right.
So I want to give everyone an example. Just a little bit what's going on. So ideally, Lou, in a perfect world, we would have an open house.
Right.
Okay? Now, it's probably not going to happen in a formal sense. What's up, Nick? Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. What's up, James? So the reason why I don't think it's going to happen in a formal sense is because everything is very chaotic, and it's not like one day is better for us than another. However, we had someone come in the other day. See if you can see this easily. Can you see that group of cards?
Yes, it's like a whole skid of cards.
Yeah, so what's funny is we sold this whole group. I'm going to tell you how much we sold it for.
Okay.
And I can also ask any staff member if they can tell the difference that those cards are gone. And you've heard the expression, a pimple on an elephant's ass.
Yes.
So we sold that group, and to give you some context, folks, and perspective, you know, we didn't sell it to a collector. We sold it to a dealer who I know very well. And he sells on eBay. He's, you know, he's a little bit of an older gentleman. I bring it up because he's like semi-retired. So he doesn't want to lose money, but he doesn't have to sell it in a certain amount of time.
Right.
Okay. So you can see that unless you're like a robot, you can't sell this amount of cards quickly.
No.
Unless you sell them all at once the way that I did.
Right.
Except if you sell it all at once the way that I did, the gentleman or the person buying it from me will likely have to break them up in order to make his margin. Hey, J5, Brandon said he didn't get the notification today. But good to see you guys. I don't know what that means. But...
That's notification probably on Facebook. I'm not sure why you didn't get it when we schedule it. It should.
That's Facebook.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. So anyway, gang, we reached a deal. He's going to resell it. He does it in a combination of, he puts together like starter sets, near complete sets. He does it all by grade. But if I had to give you a rough idea, 5, 10, 15, 25, it's probably 50-ish thousand cards.
Wow.
So unless you're a robot, like, unless you could just like use your brain to move the cards without touching them, I don't know how to do it fast. So there's a real amount of labor involved. So we sold this group of cards, which we were thrilled to sell it, and we got a fair price. We sold this group for $8,000. And I realize it doesn't mean anything to you all, just in terms of other than the quantity. It was mainly 70s, but there was some 50s and 60s. It was definitely a good deal, fair deal, but it's one that takes a lot of work to make your money. And, we just have too much of that kind of stuff.
Now, at somewhere, there's a record of every card in that set? Every card that went out in that particular purchase?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
No, most certainly not. No. But it's a bulk kind of wholesale, right? Yeah. So, I'm making it up. If you're in the liquor business and a liquor store that is either, let's say, moving or closing, says, hey, I got 15,000 bottles of wine.
Yep.
You're not getting a complete inventory list. Is it red? Is it white? Are the bottles in clean condition? Are they cracked? And you just move the whole unit. So
what keeps that unit together, and what is it listed as? What did you sell? Just a lot of baseball cards or a lot?
Sure. So it's interesting. I wish I had the paper near me. So I literally sold it by group. So even though you're seeing it on the pallet or on that skit, I really went through, or that's not true. The gentleman who bought the cards for me went through each group, one group at a time, and told me what he would pay for each group.
Okay.
So what's nice is it saves me time of having to price it, because first of all, if I price it, I'm going to price it, I'm sure, way too high. And the whole point is I wanted to sell. I didn't want to be taken advantage of, but I did want to sell. We got a lot of stuff, and we're not going to miss it. Hey, what's up, Tom? I'm not sure why there wasn't a live notice, but it could be a Facebook thing. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Yeah, usually when we schedule it, a live notice goes out to everybody, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, not sure. Well, I appreciate you joining us, Tom. So anyway, we literally went, if I had I'm visualizing the paper. I'm going to tell you, Lou, there was like 15, 18 groups of cards.
Okay.
So he looks at the said group of cards in a box, in a group, in a stack. Leighton, for this 1950s group, I'll pay X. Mm-hmm. So when he was done, I had multiple phone calls yesterday. When he was done, I simply sat down with him. He gave me his buy list with his offer. And this is what's great. He tells me as soon as he gives it to me, now Leighton, I'm just letting you know this is the most I can pay per group. Yeah. And I'm sharing this, and if he's listening, it's all in good fun. But I didn't even hear him. Yeah. Because I'm like, that's just what you have to say. Yep. But the reality of it is, and his first name is Johnny, not related to J5, or in the other Johns in our office. Yep. I simply said, hey, if you don't want to, oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure, Chris. We'll figure it out. So it was great because I didn't feel any pressure. In other words, let's say the deal was only $7,000. We got that number from each group that he made the offer on that either I agreed to or I countered. So what's nice is I know what made up, I don't know the exact cards that made up everything that I sold, but I know how we got to 8,000, and I feel comfortable that I got a fair price because we went group by group by group. And in some cases, I did ask for more. In some cases, he said yes. In other cases, he would counter my counter. And in some cases, just to be agreeable, I would just say yes. Right. Because you don't want to be a pain in the, you know what.
Yeah. But none of this was arbitrary.
No, there was no guessing. And to be fair, I have no doubt Johnny probably knows that particular little niche market better than I do,
Right.
because he's done this dance before. And I'm not saying that I haven't. I'm buying a little bit differently than he is. I'm not buying those kinds of lots to break them up into starter sets. I don't have that manpower.
Right.
You know, we're not able to do that.
Yeah.
And you're hoping that he makes 2 to 4x, because as Nick is saying, like, you want him to come back. Totally understand, Nick.
Nick Gable said, I just did the same thing a month ago. Ton of graded cards, singles. The guy should make 5 times what he paid.
Well, to be clear, I'm not on the same page as far as the graded.
Yep.
Because graded, as long as it's good liquid grade cards, you know, we pay a very high percentage because they're commoditized. But when you're talking about 50,000 ungraded cards, they could all be the 50s, 60s, and 70s, and they're great. But unless you're going to grade them and there's going to be a huge return, you're really talking about, and I like using this terminology when it comes to something like this in our business, but it's a business problem. So although it's an asset and I got $8,000, so guess what happens, Lou and gang, if Johnny doesn't buy that group? Even though we now know it's worth $8,000 because I sold it for that, if he doesn't buy it, all I really have is a business problem. Because that's not an $8,000 graded card. That's not an $8,000 set. That's an $8,000 group of 50,000 cards, which the next guy could easily only offer you $5,000 for, because of the amount of work involved.
Right. Plus, you're at the point where you're just trying to thin the horde, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And you've been on the other end of this, so you realize as a dealer, or you know what he's doing with them, so you have to allow for a little bit of a margin. So, you know, you have to be reasonable in that way too.
You know, what's great about the meeting yesterday is we knew exactly what each other wanted. So, you know, could he have tried to be more difficult about the price? Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
And I give him credit. So it really dawned on him that I wasn't kidding that we were moving, because, you know, you wouldn't even know it, right? We still have so much stuff. But when he called me,
it looks the same when you're moving and when you're not moving.
I mean, you can tell we're moving, but there's a lot going on here, Lou. There's a lot of stuff. So when he hit the road, he called me a short while after. He said, "Hey, Leighton, even though I said to you I wouldn't see you for a couple months, why don't you put together another group?
Yeah.
And I'm sure you'd appreciate if I came down like before you moved, versus you have to move the stuff and then sell it to me then." I'm like, "Johnny, you're the best." It really is. It was really nice.
He's a business guy.
Yeah.
He's a business guy. You're doing business to business work, and both of you are working on the assumption this isn't the last transaction between the two of you.
Very, very much so. What's up, Jim? Thanks for joining us today on Leighton's Loft. So today's prize for Leighton's Loft is going to be a $100 break credit to vintagebreaks.com. And if you win today and you spend it before this Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, you're going to have a chance to not only get some cool breaks, but we're giving away thousands of dollars in prizes Sunday evening at 10 o'clock Eastern Time, 1964 Topps Baseball Complete Set, Stan Musial Rookie, thousands of dollars of break credit, much, much more. Make sure you tune in. It's always must-see breaking TV on the last day of our big events, and that's this Sunday, the 15th. It ends at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. And if you folks are in the tri-state area and are thinking about making your way out to the Autograph Fest, sponsored by Rick Probstein and his gang, we're going to be set up there at the American Dream Mall Friday and Saturday. So if you'd like to come meet yours truly, I'll be there Friday and part of Saturday. Matt and Ethan will be there all day Saturday. J5 will be there on Friday. And although we've not officially booked anything with Mariano, I am hoping that last minute he may say yes to just an impromptu break of a 92 Bowman pack. And there's going to be a number of other athletes there, so I'm basically hoping to pull off an impromptu, break with a former, grade or two, and see if we can have some fun. So if you are in the area, make sure you check out the Great American Mall. It's going to be a fantastic card show.
And you guys, you're moving now, but I don't know if you know, but there's a big card show at Fenway next weekend.
There is. It's going to be difficult for me to make that with everything going on.
Next year.
But, I know the group putting it on. Costa Cards is a great organization. Yep. So a couple other things. So
$100 break credit today, and we're doing it with a trivia question, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Well, no, we're going to do the trivia question for something different.
Oh, okay.
They can win.
Great.
Yep, they can win the $100 at the end of the show. We're gonna go over the trivia question in just 1 second. I did want to offer. This is in the spirit of our move. I'm now going to allow 2 more people to contact me today via email to pick out anything from the Just Collect eBay store up to $500. And as long as you email me directly and you're one of the first 2 people today, you will have a chance to buy it at 50% off our asking price.
Wow, that's great.
We've had a number of people already take advantage.
Yep.
So I try to sprinkle it in, 1 here, 2 there, because obviously, 50% off is not something that we do really ever. And so I thought it was a nice thing to do in the spirit of our move. And clearly we have too many cards.
Are there clearly are there limits other than just being the ones in the back room, right?
In terms of
Value of the card? Or
oh yeah,
size of the
up to
collection?
$500.
Up to $500. Okay, good.
Yep. So if you choose a card up to $500, you'll get 50% off, and it could be a $100 card. Hey, what's up, Bobby? I am going to try to make the next Toronto show. Absolutely. So it can be any card graded up to $500. You will get 50% off. All you have to do is just reach out directly to my email and be one of the first 2 people to do so.
Okay.
So a couple other things in terms of today's discussion that I wanted to have is it's a little controversial, Lou, which I thought you would like.
I do. I like that.
So recently there was the big hit that was pulled out of a product called 2020/21 Panini Flawless Basketball.
Okay.
And the card that we're talking about that was pulled was a LeBron Logo Man 1 of 1. For those of you who do not know what I'm talking about, it is a card that features the NBA Logo Man from 3 different LeBron jerseys, Lakers, Cavs, Heat.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the first time that a card company had done this before.
Interesting. Oh,
So
wow.
it was finally hit and pulled on Whatnot, the app. And the estimate for this card is a few $1 million.
A few million. Wow.
And I thought it would be interesting to discuss my take on that card. And although do I think it's cool? Yes. But to me, it defines manufactured scarcity. Mm-hmm. Like if there was a definition, I would literally just write C Logo Man, LeBron James, 1 of 1, 2020/21 Flawless. And this is my hot take, Lou. Okay?
Yep.
The card is going to sell for more, and like a multiple more, than the 3 jerseys it would take together to buy all 3 jerseys.
Right.
So, in essence, you really just have Panini, the manufacturer, slapping their 1 of 1 on it.
Yep.
And doing, even though the Logo Man's cool, like for those of you who don't understand what it is, it's a cutout portion of the jersey, which if you buy a whole jersey of him when he played on the Lakers, when he played on the Heat, and when he played on the Cavs, you would have all those Logo Men and the rest of his jersey. The only thing you wouldn't have, Lou, is you would not have a little card manufactured by Panini that said 1 of 1 with the cutout of those 3, NBA logos.
Yeah, it wasn't a special logo. It wasn't a one-time logo. If you had 3 of his jerseys, you'd have the logos.
This guy's saying would rather have an 06 Wagner or 52 Mantle. I got to be honest with you. I'd rather have like an unopened case of Reggie candy bars. And to be fair, let's preface this with that it's worth nothing. Because if it's worth millions of dollars, of course, I would take it and sell it and take the money.
Yep.
But if you had to say to me, like, am I intrigued by it? Am I interested in it? I was interested in the marketing of it by Whatnot and like the way that Panini was able to capitalize on the 1 card and making that like this big holy grail chase.
Yep.
What I'm trying to get at in this just few minute hot take is I want people to be able to think for themselves.
Yeah.
So just because I show you, and this is a great pack, but just because I show you a 1966 Topps football pack and I tell you it's great, please do your research. Figure out if you think it's great or ask a question. Leighton, why do you think it's great? And I'd be happy to debate or talk about it.
Yep.
But what I don't love is that there's no hard discussions out there that I've seen. You know, listen, I text with Drew, I talk with Gilmer all the time. They're in my camp. But, you know, we're not making like social media and we're not producing shows on it. Today, obviously, we're discussing this hot take that we have. I'm curious, please let me know in the comments what your hot take is. I'd like to know.
Well, there's two principles here. One of which is at a point, manufactured scarcity is indistinguishable from scarcity. You know, and secondly, we're a capitalist society. Whatever one guy is willing to pay for it, because I'm guessing the results here in terms of our reaction, my reaction, your reaction, Drew and Chris's, they're all the same. And I'm guessing most of our crowd will have the same reaction as well, which is like, I don't understand the value in it. All it takes is one guy, though.
Well, that is part of, if you will, defending that investment, right? Like, there's only one. I don't know. There's only one of a lot of cards.
One guy who would pay $3 million for it. I'm guessing.
There's not many. There's not many, at least that I think. And it's interesting, because it's just such, like, it's not even right. Like, I don't pretend to know art. Okay.
Yep.
But I feel like because of my appreciation for great photography and a little bit being in this industry, I at least know what art I like.
Right.
What I'm trying to say is that this card was produced in such a way that even aesthetically, it's not pleasing to the eye.
No.
It's simply these three logos surrounded by like very, you know, plain looking text. And it certainly doesn't reek to me of being millions of dollars.
Right.
So if you're listening to this show afterwards on Facebook on the playback, please let us know in the comments what you think about the LeBron Logo Men card, one of one that was recently pulled on the Whatnot app.
Well, this comes back to the whole NFT thing for me. The whole appeal has to be explained to me. I'm not even really sure what's going on there. That's manufactured scarcity as well, isn't it?
Yes. And in this case, I would sell it in a New York minute.
Yeah, and with the NFTs, you don't get a display option. You don't get to put it up on your wall. You don't. I mean, at least with this card, you could mount it and put it in the case. Now, that's a $3 million card, and everyone goes wow and drinks their cocktail, and moves on. But you can't even do that with an NFT.
I don't think I could tell someone that was a multi-million-dollar card with a straight face.
Think of that, though. Think of someone looking you in the eye and telling you they paid $3 million for that.
I mean, listen, and this is more of like shop talk, right? We're at the bar.
Yep.
We're just relaxing. There's no right or wrong. But there's no one that would convince me other than the actual that it's worth this. Then, of course, I would take it and I would sell it and take the money and happily redeploy it somewhere else. Yeah,
the only value you would see in it is if you felt it was worth $3.5 million on the open market and then turn around. That would be the value. There wouldn't be any intrinsic value in the card. It would be its value as an investment. Not only did you nail it, Lou, I don't think I really have any pride in ownership. No. That's what I'm trying to say. It's so bizarre. So the last thing I wanted to close with for today is giving away, and I love these kinds of cards, Lou. So this is a gorgeous 54 Topps Eddie Matthews. Oh, it's a little bit off-centered top to bottom, but other than the centering, can you see how sharp this is in the color? It's beautiful, and he's so young. Yes. It's a kid. So this came from a collection we recently purchased, and we're going to give this away to one of our loyal Leighton's Loft watchers. And the way we're going to do it, Lou, is we're going to ask your trivia question. Okay. And you can explain to everyone the rules, how it works, and of course, even though they may see their right answer first. Yes. We're working through several servers and on several outlets here. So, the sequence of answers may show up differently in different places. We're going by my sequence on my message board and what goes on for the guy who wins. So it may look a little different on yours, but we're working through a couple of different websites and servers and all kinds of things going on. So my stream will be the determining factor in the winner. All right, Lou, whenever you're ready.
Hit him.
All right. There are 9 Major League players who've accumulated 600 or more home runs in Major League history. Only one of them has not won an MVP. Tell me who the player is who has 600 homers and has never won an MVP.
I tell you, Lou, that's pretty nasty.
Yeah. Well, it's a limited market, so you can.
No, I know, but that's one of those where, of course, you can figure it out, right? Because you can Google the list. But my point is, it's very interesting because if you had said to me, hey, late, the over-under is 1.5 on the list of people who've hit 600 home runs in Major League history of making the Hall of Fame or not.
Yep. Oh, Danny Casbier got it.
Jim Tomei.
Yep.
Good guess. Good guess. Because I would have said Tomei didn't have an MVP, but I didn't know he had 600 home runs. I would have had to double check.
And just beat Brandon and Todd. And by the way, the highest he came in MVP voting was 3rd in 2003 when he played for the Phillies.
That's a lot higher than I finished. I didn't even make the ballot.
That's true. So Danny Casbier, congratulations.
Let me jot that down. Congratulations, Danny. Thanks for tuning in today, as well as the rest of our Leighton's Loft friends, Vintage Breaks community. We appreciate it. And I did show this earlier. So this is this beauty. We've never had this before. This is going to go up on the site this afternoon. 1966 Topps Football Pack. Second year Joe Namath. Mm-hmm. There is only one PSA 10 and 11 nines.
Ooh.
Only 132 card set. 5 cards in the pack. So, possible.
Hashtag real scarcity.
Yes. This is a beaut. And I have decided that, I had too much money or I don't know what to do with money or I win the lottery.
Yep.
Even though I do love opening vintage, and I do. Like if I had this pack and I had no other,
yep,
I'd probably hold it. But I think my policy would be I would buy no less than 2 of anything.
Okay.
So I could have a vault and then I could have an active, like every Friday night, instead of cracking open like an old bottle of wine, you're going to crack open an old pack.
Oh, yeah. Right now, what's your criteria for breaking or leaving? How do you determine? Oh, you break everything, right?
Well, I mean, I'll break everything, but I would say that I don't know what it is about this, but I know it's a tough year. I like the way, and if you look right, it's not just a pack of cards. This really does resemble like art. Mm-hmm. So I like this. This one hits me. I like this one. And plus, listen, I'm a sucker for the Jets. We got nothing, right? So I mean, I need something to like. Oh, this is a possible Joe Namath second year. So we keep it closed. That's what Jets fans love. Hope. That's the sickness.
I don't want to raise any false hope, but you may finish ahead of the Patriots this year. I'm just saying.
Now, why'd you have to go and do that?
I'm just saying.
Because you know, Lou, I'm beyond superstitious with the Jets. He just mushed us. He simply said that the Jets are going to probably finishing above the Patriots this year.
I said it's a possibility.
But that's all you need to do is like mush us. We don't need that. Exactly. We do enough mush on ourselves.
Well, the schedule release is coming out tomorrow night, and we were talking about it up here on the air today. And usually at that point, you go through the schedule and you go win, loss, and you go through the season right there.
Yep.
And we were discussing how many easy wins the Patriots have, and Detroit is one of them. Who's the other one that's on there that we think is easy? And then we started debating about the Jets games and whether those are easy. And it's like our consensus was, nope, not easy at all.
Good afternoon, Jeremy. I appreciate you joining us. Agreed, Lou. This is an interesting comment from Bobby from north of the border. Something bought in the age of innocence that has survived the test of time has true rarity. The new cards, although some are nice, these high-end cards that are part of the hobby is influenced by 1%. And he's 100% right. Because when we were all kids, whether it be you grew up in Brooklyn or Beverly Hills, you're buying the same Topps cards in the 1960s, my friends. Mm-hmm. But now, if you're growing up in the slums of wherever versus Beverly Hills, like, you're not getting the one-of-one logo man LeBron. You just have no chance.
Yep. And that's part, as we've learned here on this show and with Vintage Breaks and Just Collect, the story is part of it. And the story of a 1960s card, being opened and being in a kid's shoebox and then surviving to this time, I mean, that just adds, such a great flavor to it, other than I picked a one-of-one out of a pack, yesterday, or out of a box yesterday.
Bobby's other comment, and we're gonna sign off with this. 99%, and he probably is right. You can't prove it, but I think he's right. 99% of people whether it be their active hobbyists, collectors, not counting a dealer, have never spent more than $5,000 on a card in their life.
Yeah.
So
I'd say 99.64%.
once again, hard to prove,
Right.
but nonetheless, interesting to debate. Thanks all for tuning in today. Don't forget, we're going to be streaming from 2 p.m. Eastern Time today till about 9 or 9:30 tonight. Vintage Breaks North here in the 459. Then we'll be handing it over to Sir Charles, Vintage Breaks West. And we have our big event ending this Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Special shout out, Vintage Breaks South and Chris Gilmore. And then our good buddy Drew on Whatnot for Vintage Breaks. We got a lot of action all over the place these days, so you will never be without Vintage Breaks. Just a matter of where you'd like to watch us.
All right. And we'll see you next week on the Loft.
Thanks, everybody.
So, guys, don't go away. We are still live at our 459 location. I just had to set up the camera here. Put this away. Ta-da. So, Sam.
Yes, sir.
I didn't hear that part entirely, but a Logo Man 101 is when they cut off the logo from 3 different jerseys. They put it into one card?
Yep.
Okay. Interesting. Do you care for a Logo Man 101? Or
I mean, if I pulled it, I would be in Leighton's camp as far as I would sell it immediately.
okay. There's nothing you want to hold on to. Hey, what's up,
For
James?
that kind of money, no.
No? Yeah, I probably won't.
Well, I'm also, I could definitely use that money. Pay off bills.
Right.
I'd buy a home for my family. I have plenty of things I could use that money for. Would not be holding that card for any reason.
I feel you.
How about you, John?
Oh, I don't care. I'll just sell it. I don't.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I don't know. Get not for me. Fix that camera. Hit apply. Okay. All right. We are good to go, ladies and gentlemen. James, my the child is doing great. The child is doing great. He is taking my sleep away every day, and I just have to deal with it. Nick. Yes, he told me to price him out for you. I just need the chance to do it. I need the chance to do it. He emailed me back today. He wants me to price it out so we can give you a selling price for all 4 cards. So that is on my to-do list, Nick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to VintageBreaks.com. I am your breaker for the moment. I am J5, and if you guys have noticed, or if not noticed, I am wearing my Luka jersey, even though they lost last night. It was a close game until the 3rd quarter, at the end of the 3rd quarter. And, they just couldn't stop him. They couldn't hit threes for their life. That was the problem. They were missing all their shots, Sam. Everything.
I didn't pay close attention to the games last night, but I remember checking in on the Sixers just for itch and giggles.
What's up, Chris?
And I saw that Embiid had like 8 points for the whole night.
He got hurt at some point.
Yeah, but he kept playing.
And they took him off, and then he kept fidgeting with his mask. I don't know if he got. I'm sure you can't really play when you're in pain. Yeah. So.
He's got an orbital fracture, and he was in quite a bit of pain. he came pretty much right back in the game, but he wasn't himself.
He was probably in pain the whole time.
I'm sure he's playing through like a torn muscle in his thumb and an orbital fracture.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
And he's still relatively fresh off a concussion,
So saying basically,
he's playing through everything.
he's not Giannis. Giannis will play great.
Oh,
all
yeah,
those injuries,
100%.
right? Of course.
He's no
of course.
Giannis.
Yeah. Luka too. Luka had all those injuries. He'll play his heart out. and
No,
play.
Luka would have been crying.
Stop it.
He's a whiner. He's a whiner.
No.
You can't,
He's a
please.
whiner.
He's a winner for a good reason.
Sure.
What's up,
a
Chris?
baby.
My hair game is on point. Yeah, of course. Every day.
I bet you Luka was feeding from a bottle until he was like 13.
You want to say it to his face yet?
I will.
Guys, we are starting off the show with Tommy O's purchase.
Yep. So it's already in the chat, but Tomio kicked off all the bonuses. 40 spots left in the 50 at 10. 18 spots left in the 20 at 50, and you owe Tomio 2 pulls from the pull box.
Awesome. Guys, Magic happened last night between 9:30 and 10 o'clock last night. S10 called his shot.
Yes, I did.
S10 called his shot. He
Yes,
said
I did.
first pack in the 2019 Optic basketball retail box that he was going to pull a Luka, not
Nope.
a Ja rookie autograph card. Sorry, I have Luka on my mind. And S10 pulled it in that first pack. And who got this card, Sam?
I'm sorry.
Who pulled the card? Who got it?
It was for
Bradley?
Bradley Aldrich.
Bradley Aldrich. So congratulations, Bradley. You pulled yourself in the first pack of the box a John Morant rookie auto. And we're going to clip it and put it on social media because when you call your shot, that means something. So, nice job, S10.
That's right.
Nice job.
Chris, I prefer Babe Ruth of breaking, but appreciate you calling me LeBron. I am a GOAT.
Sometimes you don't want to be called LeBron. Just letting you.
Yeah, well, that's why I said I prefer Babe Ruth of breaking.
Yeah. Happy to be against on card. We're done. All right, Matt. Just let us know. Luka's a baby. Very good at basketball, but Luka's a whiner.
Thank you. That's
No,
all I was
guys.
saying. Wait, is that Matt?
Yeah, that's Matt.
Wait.
He'll be in soon. He's talking on
Okay,
his phone.
okay. I was like,
Sam equals goat boy?
no way. That's gross. Gilmore, you're a weirdo.
Sam's a boy toy.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Guys, let's go over our bonuses for today.
Johnny, we have to give away a $100 break credit for Leighton's Loft.
Is that a form of trivia? Or?
I didn't say.
Didn't say. Well, guess what, S10?
Trivia?
Since you're in the side chair there,
Yep.
hit me up with a trivia question based on Giannis.
Oh.
Or the Bucks. I'll give you the option. Giannis or Bucks? Trivia question.
Alright, Giannis trivia is going to be real easy.
Okay, I like to hear that.
Everyone knows Giannis.
Who
not a
doesn't?
soul.
know this?
That doesn't.
Weirdo can confirm. Yes, he's confirmed. Bonuses. Here we go. All right, guys. For our bonuses, why is my? There we go. Bonuses today, we have our $50 vintage box pulls, roughly 80 plus hits, and a bunch of vintage cards, guys. When I say vintage, I mean like 50s vintage. A lot of 50s cards in this pool box, which you can't find in your local breaker location or website. I can't safely say that, right? I can safely say
What?
that. Ken, would you agree? It's not like every breaker is giving away 50s cards.
No.
Only us.
That's right. So, $50 gets you a pull. We're going to go ahead and start from the front, work our way back. We have a lot of hits, guys, including in those hits is a 62 Topps Manager's Dream card with Mickey Mantle and Willie Mays. We have a 2018 Topps Chrome Shea Hill and Tani rookie. PSA 10, folks. We have $1,000 briefcases, $500 wheel spins, set break spots, and more. Bunch of goodies that S10 has set up for you guys. That is going to be running right now. Tommy's going to get the first two pulls as soon as I finish going through the bonuses. So, Tommy, stay tuned, my friend. We also have our $1,000 briefcases, guys. If you spend $1,000 to check out, you get your own digital briefcase. If you don't want to spend $1,000, we have a 20 entries at $50, which is a offline bonus. If you spend $50 at checkout, you'll get an entry. We need 20 total entries. We randomize the list. First person on top will get a $1,000 briefcase. However, if you spend $1,000, you do not get into both. You spend $1,000, you get your briefcase, and you're good. The 20 to 50 is for folks who don't want to spend $1,000 because, look, everybody has a budget. My budget is about free. My budget is free. I'll take anything free. That's my budget.
I'll take $3.99.
$3.99 or $300?
$3.99.
$399.
$3.99.
Free 99. I like that. Is that new?
Yeah.
I like that term. I'm gonna use it. Copyrighted by J5 on camera.
What?
What? Guys, we have a $10 jackpot closeout bonus.
Go on, you got it.
$10. It's been a while since I've done bonuses at the beginning of the show.
It's true. It's been a while.
It's like riding a bike, but sometimes you
fall.
You shake a little bit. You're nervous. It's a winner take all for every closeout you guys fulfill today. We're gonna add $10 to the jackpot at the end of the show tonight. One person's gonna get a break credit of whatever the total amount of break closeouts we have. The last closeout I think was what? 100.
Yesterday was 170. Last week we gave away like a $300 break credit almost every night.
Guys, it's
Last
crazy.
night was popping.
The amount of closeouts is the more money you get in this jackpot. So $10 for each one. We have our $500 wheel of breakage. Guys, in the high head panel, we have a 55 tops Ted Williams SEC 3.5. We have a T206 John McGraw PSA 3. We have a bunch of other goodies in that hot hit panel. The panels themselves are filled with a bunch of break credit. A couple of one-timers.
Guys, I have some sad news. Earl Campbell is no longer on the hot hit panel.
That's not sad news. That's happy.
He went to a good home yesterday, but he's no longer available. So I'm sorry, guys. You're going to have to stop fighting over Earl Campbell.
I think that's great news.
Well,
because Earl Campbell found a home.
For everyone else who wanted the Earl Campbell, maybe it is sad news.
Was it Victor Senna?
It was Victor Senna.
Victor Senna, you're my hero for representing my
I can't wait.
My passion for Earl Campbell rookie card.
Yeah, your passion.
Yeah, it's my passion to
make
sure somebody goes.
You have an extensive Earl Campbell collection.
Oh, I don't anymore because I give them all away.
Right.
This is my last piece.
Right, of course.
So Victor, on behalf of myself, I'm gonna give you 5 band spots.
Whoa.
You give Victor 5 band spots because
sure.
J5, J5.
Sure.
5.
Sure.
So shout out to Victor Senna. I know you can enjoy that Earl Campbell rookie card. It's going to a good home. We also have our moving out daily bonus, guys. Every $100 you spend at checkout will get you an entry. We're going to give this away tonight at midnight at Chris Gilmore's show.
No, Charles.
Sorry,
how you Charles. Charles?
Because I saw Chris in the chat.
What?
I saw Chris in the chat. They
Yo,
said we're giving away
if
at
Charles
VB
heard
West.
you right now, he'd be insulted. Insulted.
Oh yeah, 1 year on top card. That's right. That's right, James. That's why it was so hard to give him up, but he is now going to a good home. Yes, at the end of VP West show today, around midnight or 1 o'clock Eastern time, I think it is. We're going to give away a 1981 Topps Larry Bird PSA 8. That's a second year Larry. It is the second year? Yeah, it is the second year card. It is the first card by himself because at 80 Topps he was with Magic Johnson. He also had other cards, but it had other different players.
Johnny, I do have that trivia question.
Well, the hick from... Where was he from? I can't see. The hick from... Lilac? Somebody will remind me. Go ahead. He's waiting for your trivia question.
Okay. So, this is Giannis trivia, guys. I'm also going to put it in the chat. Where did Giannis first play professional basketball?
All right. French Lake. Thank you. The hick from French Lake.
Giannis first play professional basketball? I'm looking for the team.
The team.
I'm looking for the team.
What team did Giannis play in for professional basketball? Where did he start? The first person to get it right is going to get
I'm looking for the team.
the team, not the country, the team. You should probably put that in the question. What team did Giannis start off? Da, 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 da. All right, there is your $100 all-day bonus, guys. $100 because you're entering. We'll give it away tonight during VB West. And shout out to Charles. He was sick last week. I think he's feeling better now. You think he got his taste buds back? I hope so. Did anybody have the question right? Not yet.
Not yet.
Wow, not yet, guys.
I've got a lot of meme answers.
Daniel, we're doing it right now. The question.
Nick Caniso, I want the whole team. You're close, Nick Caniso, but I want the whole team.
What team did
Whole team
Giannis
name.
first play professional basketball in? The name of the team.
Tomio, you're on the right track. I want the whole team name, the whole thing.
The whole team name. Is it Hummus?
No.
The Hummuses didn't win the championship? Oh, that's crazy. That's a tough one. That's a good question, Sam.
I know.
I thought it was going to be an easy one, like you said.
It stumped me, so I was like, okay, this is a good one. Because I'm a Giannis, expert.
Ah.
I'm a subject matter expert. All right, so I'm gonna. Should I let it ride or should I give it to?
Somebody's going to have to get it, right?
I can give it to Nick Caniso.
He's the closest.
Well, he said whatever.
Philathikos.
He said that, and that is the
First part.
third word in the team.
That's the third word? There's 3 words in this team?
Yes.
Oh, boy, guys. Is it men's team? Philathikos men's team?
No.
Is this Googleable?
I'll just put. So I'm gonna give it to Nick Caniso, and I'm gonna put them here. It's the Athenian Club.
I'm
gonna give it to Nick Caniso.
Okay. He was the first person to mention
That's right. That's why I'm gonna give it to him.
Philathikos. Philathikos. That's awful.
All right, we're gonna give the $100 break credit to Nick Caniso.
All right, Nick.
So I'll take care of that.
Nick, congrats. You just got $100 in break credit. I'm assuming you're about to use it right now for some box pulls. Speaking of box pulls, this is right here to my left. We're going to start from the front, work our way back. Jan, Inosi Philathikos Athletico. Wow. I think that's
I
like
don't know what that.
that is like the proper way of saying it in Greek.
Sure.
You're reading the American way.
Yeah, dang right. And I'll do it again.
Guys, this is going to be live tonight. 66 Tops Football Wax Pack. PSA 8 on this pack. Looking for a second-year Joe Namath. Second-year Joe Namath. That was semi-pro. But it's still pro.
It is pro.
It's still pro. Even though it's semi, it's still professional. Alright. Oh, man, I can't wait for this pack to go up. Alright, so Nick Caniso, congrats. Translation is hummus. That's what I think so too, Danny. It has to be hummus. The Inosi means hummus. Philatiko means men's team. James, come on, stop it. Semi is not. It says semi-professional. The word professional is in there. I don't want to hear it.
Luckily, it's not up for debate.
Yeah, luckily. Tom O'Connor. Tom, let me put your name on this, buddy. Where's my camera? I like my camera.
That froze on me last night.
The zoom in camera?
Yeah, literally after you got up.
In you.
Yeah.
Tom, you're going to get a 54 Bowman Davey Williams. And a 54 tops Gus Zernial. Very nice. That's vintage. That is vintage right there for Tommy O. Guys, $50 a pull. Tom O'Connor. Auto Parts. There we go. Oh. Let's see, Tommy O, you are good to go. Mon ami. I remember my first time. It's like riding a bike. Last time, it's like riding a bike. Okay, guys, $100 gets you into the all-day daily. $50 gets you a pool. And we have a 20 and 50. Do we have a 50 at 10 S10?
We do. Tommy O's the first 10 spots.
Guys, 50 at 10 is live. And that is for a wheel spin?
Yes.
Oh, sexy wheel spin. Alright, guys, I'm going to start off the show with a little bounty. Mate, it's Luca, even though we lost last night. This, me wearing this jersey, is going to make sure they win the next game.
Sure.
I am their hope.
You're their hope.
I am their hope.
Okay.
Dan, yes, I think it was still loading. I need to get JK here.
He's on break.
Okay.
So when he comes back to clock in, we
That's
can...
what we'll tell him.
No.
Daniel, don't worry, we're on it, guy. We're on it, my friend. Alright, so S10, I want to bounty something while you set up
Yeah,
packs
let's
for me.
balance something.
Is this good to go as well? Heritage? Oh.
Everything's good to go.
Alright. Oh, Ethan's here.
Ethan!
Hey, buddy.
How?
Hello, friends.
You were hiding in the shadows.
As I do from time to time.
How
you
about
guys
you
looking for me?
pop out from the shadow
Of course we were.
and see if the 60 Tops video is uploaded from Lily last night? And we could put the link in the
In
good
the
old break calendar, huh?
calendar.
Hey, I'm working on.
Hey, he's working over here.
Hey. That's my favorite person in the world. Where did you go, Chris? We all missed you. Guys,
Some more than others.
somebody once told me words gonna roll me. Is it too much? Would it be too much to ask to close out one of these high-end basketball boxes, S10?
No, dude.
Would it be too much?
Let's do it. Close it all.
Let's see what's let's
Close
look
the
at
whole
what's
side.
a few spots left. Just a few spots left.
Just
Let's
a
bounty.
few spots? How many is a few?
3 or 4.
Okay.
You know, like this $650 71 Tops baseball pack. It's only 3 spots
hold
left.
on.
I'm just saying.
That's a lot.
I'm just saying. 2021 Tops Formula 1 hobby box. Do we have that last time?
2021
Yeah.
Tops Formula 1 base. Base, right? Not chrome.
Yeah, there's no chrome in this one.
Yeah, we should have that.
Good, there's 2 spots left, son.
How many?
2.
2? Like just 2 spots.
2 spots.
You're not gonna bounce.
No, I'm just saying. I wanna sell that out so we can break it if we have it. And this is Gilmore thing. I'm just scrolling through, guys. I'm gonna put this to the side. I'm gonna put it on my open tab area.
No. Oh, wait. No, I got it.
Yeah.
It's on the baseball shop.
Well, yeah, because it's hot at baseball.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is, guys. 2021 Formula Tops Formula 1. There are 2 spots left. If you spend $100, not only do you get both spots, you also get into the $100 daily. You also get your 2 box pulls, and we'll prep this so we can open it up. 2 spots left. Here, what? I'll bounty it, S10.
Okay.
I'm going to give whoever buys the last 2 spots, I'm going to give them not only individual band spots, but I'm also going to give them, what do I have here? A pack each. And miscellaneous packs here that I could give.
You do. You might have something good in the back of those shoots.
Yeah?
I'm just checking.
Oh, there's some good stuff in here.
Right? Okay, okay. So I thought.
To infinity and beyond.
Okay. Are you gonna go watch the Buzz Lightyear movie?
I definitely want to. It looks epic.
Apparently, I don't know if you care, but I have some nerd facts. It's the movie that Andy was watching when he went to go get his Buzz Lightyear toy in the first movie.
Oh, I remember that.
So that's the movie he watched.
That's hot. Guys, I have a 1990 score football series 1 pack and 92 baseball upper deck pack for the last 2 spots there in the 2021 Topps F1 formula. Later, Scotty.
Wow.
You too, man. You too. So, guys, that is little bounty there. 2 spots left in that.
I need printed numbers. What is
Kristen
this?
can help you.
What is this nonsense? I don't write.
Kristen can help you.
Chris, do you know how to print numbers?
We need numbers. Stickers.
Can I have printed numbers? Okay.
No, Kristen.
You could use my printer if you like.
Let's see. What else do we have? What's close? I said between 3 or 4 spots, right? Where's some?
You never got to open Topps Rip, right?
I did.
Oh, you have opened?
I'm awful at it, but yes.
You're what?
I'm awful at opening those
Oh,
cards.
I mean, we have 4 boxes if you want to.
Oh, yeah? Let's do it.
I think there's 75 a spot, 4 spots.
Rip, rip. Rip, 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 rip.
You can combine that with the 2 spots of F1. You don't see it?
Well, here's it, 2021.
Type in RIP.
I did. It's 2021, right?
Yep.
Okay. 2021. Oh, we have the 2021 Cross Chrome UAV. Oh, there's some good stuff there. Da, 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 da. Check that now.
Alright, it'll be 11:30 seconds.
Yep. All right. Unless you guys have an opinion of what to open, but we're gonna go ahead and bounty rip. It's $75 a spot. What was the name of the rookie pack you showed?
The grading pack that Leighton show?
Oh, no, this is going live, Nick. This is going live later today. It hasn't been sold out yet because it's not on the site yet. This is a second year Joe Namath possibility. That's what we're looking for. It's a 66 Topps football pack. Remember, 65 Topps was tall boys. They were tall boys. 66 for football, they went back to standard size. This pack is rated PSA 8. So, we are hoping to get a second year Joe Namath card from this pack. There are, I think Lane said there are no 10s graded. No, I think he said that. Or maybe only 1 graded. PSA 10, 66 Topps Joe Namath. One, yep. Only 1 PSA 10 graded card. So, guys, rip. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and bounty this off. S10, I had some thoughts, unless you had some thoughts too. Maybe we can
Unless
compare.
you give me the price points, I don't have thoughts at the moment.
Where's the rip box?
Right. No, that's fine. So you're gonna combine with the 2 spots of F1, right?
Sure.
How
100%.
much a spot for F1?
50.
I
I mean, I bounted them already, those 2 spots. I was going to give them
did?
band spots and 2 packs.
Oh.
Yeah, I just want to break.
No, let's combine it with RIP.
Yeah?
So
It's still available? Hold on. I don't have any water.
I don't think anyone was.
It's sold out.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I stand corrected. 18 spots in that box, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Guys, F1 sold out, so it goes to Rob Aldercare. What's up, Rob? Let me just double check. Yep, he bought the last 2 spots. So, Rob, you're gonna get 2 band spots, and you're also gonna get a pull from the box. You're also gonna get a couple of nice packs here.
Really? 66.
Oh yeah, I was gonna show it off. Well, I am showing
Yeah.
it. So we'll get that prep. We'll break that. It's a hot box, and I'll put Rob's name on there. Rob Oldecker. So Sam, go ahead. Rip.
Let's do a $500 wheel spin for first.
So is this just the 4 spots?
Yeah, everyone's getting a prize.
Okay. So guys, a box of Rip. Let me.
I mean, we could buy me 2.
I'll do 2, so we could go.
Sure.
Go back
Okay,
to
let's
back
do
to
2.
Yeah. So 2 boxes. It's 8 spots.
First place will be a $500 wheel spin.
Okay. I like where you're going with this.
Second place will be a VIP spot.
Okay.
Are you writing it down?
Oh, you want me to write it down?
Yeah. Because I'm numbering your F1 right now.
Listen, I'm just a face.
I
That's
know.
all.
I'm asking that way I can continue to number your F1.
Hey, listen, don't talk back to me.
I'm not talking back to you.
Rip boxes. 2 rip boxes. Okay, first place, a wheel spin.
Yep. Second
place, VIP.
Yep.
Third place could be a
Third place can be a
spot in the Jackie monthly giveaway.
Love it. Spot in the monthly Jackie giveaway.
You're gonna get your box pulls
True.
if you buy multiple spots, or if you
True.
want
Let's. So we'll do top 3,
to. Okay.
and if you buy a spot and rip, you get rounded up for 2 pulls.
I like that.
All right, done.
Okay, guys, that is the bounty. It's gonna be 2 boxes of Rip RIP. I'm gonna put that link in the chat. If if you buy a minimum of 2 spots, right, we'll round you up for 2 box pulls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
That way, it feels like everyone gets a prize, and we're just gonna give away a few extras. You know.
Yeah. So that's what we'll do. And then make sure you're on camera. Make sure you're in the chat because when we rip it, I need you to tell me whether you want me to rip that card and look at the mini
We're
card.
gonna play everyone's classic game: rip or ship.
Rip it or ship it.
Oh, thank you.
Kristen would love to do either or.
Numbers. It's been so long.
I feel like Kristen wants to rip my face
Maybe.
and then ship my body to its
Oh,
owner.
okay. This got morbid.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
That is a lot of work.
It is. Rob, yes you do. We're just setting up this bounty real quick. So the top 3 are going to get prizes. So I need all 8 participants. First place will get a $500 wheel spin. Second place will get a VIP spot. Third place will get a spot in the Jackie Robinson monthly giveaway. It's $100 to get into that monthly giveaway. So we're giving you a free spot in that. Meanwhile, if you buy 2 spots in Rip, we're going to round you up to get 2 pulls for the box. All right. So.
Sounds like a plan. I'll get that typed up in a second.
Yeah, Rob, I'm gonna put your pulls in this bag. 1, 2. You got yourself a 51 Bowman Mike Goliath. 51 Bowman. There we go. I think I have my autofocus on. I gotta turn that off. You have a 61 Topps Paul Hornung. 61 Topps Paul Hornung. With a 72 Topps baseball separate spot. Very nice. That's gonna go in your bag, Rob. Alright, behind the packs. Nice pulls, my friend. Krista, can you do me a solid? Because you're amazing. Can you give Rob Oltaker a free spot in the 72 Topps baseball separate? She smiled at me and she said, "Of course, J5. You're the best boss I've ever had."
Don't think I saw that, but okay.
She whispered it.
She whispered smile.
She whispered while she was smiling, "You're the best boss ever."
Here's your F1.
Thank you, sir. Alright, guys. You have your bounty. We need 2 boxes so rip it. Rip it good. Can you break them 2 packs I have? Rob, I would. The problem is I have a lot of things to break in front of me. So I will ship it out to you. Break it yourself at home. If you actually, you should record it and put it on social media. and tag us if you pull something hot. Meanwhile, I have to open up the box. I have to open up your box. It's 18 packs. I want to break that instead. Okay. Let's go ahead and get that done. Where is 2021 Topps F1 Hobby Box? Here you go, Rob. Here we go. Of course, Rob. Of course. All right. Let's randomize this bad boy. Good luck. Here we go. 7 on the random. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right.